Hey guys, I'm back! It is 101 Smith, and today we are going to be taking a look at the latest real grade, the Force Impulse Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny. Now, another real grade. Now, to be honest with you guys, real grades don't have a landmark moment here on this channel. Out of the three that we've reviewed here so far, the best one was the red frame, and these real grades don't really have a longevity. They just kind of fall apart during the review, or even right after. They just come loose and fall apart. Out of the three, the red frame was the best, and even it didn't really last much long after I filmed everything. I don't know, I keep hearing how innovative and revolutionary this line is sometimes, but nothing sticks with me. So maybe now this will be the landing point. Now, when it comes to the Impulse Gundam is Zap's attempt at doing a Strike Gundam because maybe they were a little bit jealous of the Earth Alliance's success with the Strike Gundam during the Bloody Valentine War, and they wanted a piece of the cake. Personally, I can't blame them, but I don't know. Also, building 3 mobile suits instead of just the one, I don't know, it's up to you to decide. I'll let you guys deal with that argument. You son of a bitch. You actually did it. You actually went through with the plan and moved forward with the Impulse project. I can't believe you. I did. And I was successful. Because the Impulse Gundam is the best thing on the ZAF market today. My idea wasn't stupid. Creating a multitude of different mobile suits to handle any tactical issue was a lot better than putting all your eggs into one basket. Your idea may have worked, but all you did was make us a huge target for the Earth Alliance and Logos. So your making more mobile suits to add more diversity failed. You cannot live with your failure. And look what it did. It brought you back to me. Okay. You made one great mobile suit. You made the Impulse Gundam. What the fuck can do? You think that you're all that just because you made one idea? You think you can go all the way with your ideals just because you made one successful? The Impulse is more than just an improved design over the Strike Gundam. It's mankind's dream, mankind's desire, mankind's destiny. Destiny. Get out! Oh, you're just a hater. Get out! Get out here, you and your stupid ideals. Fine, I'll leave. You are gonna be the end of ZAF for all of us, you lunatic! But yeah, not a lot of success with the real grade line. I've heard they made some changes in the last few years, moved away from the advanced MS joint system, and they've become bona fide mini master grades at this point. Some purists are upset about that because that was what was making the real grade line kind of different, because it had the pre-built inner frame compared to a master grade where you build it from the ground up. But I don't know, maybe building it from the ground up adds more stability. And stability is something this line definitely needs, especially with Seed and Seed Destiny kits with those giant backpacks. God help you. But I gotta throw my preconceived notions out the window. We're gonna give this another chance, so why don't we open up the box and see what we have here. All put together, and here is the Force Impulse Gundam, and I gotta say, color me impressed. First off, a Seed Destiny mobile suit with a giant backpack that can stand on its own, that in itself is a miracle. Secondly, I gotta say, it's holding up well. The advanced MS joint system is all but gone at this point. There are only 2 pre-built pieces that are here. One to lay the foundations for the Force silhouette, and one to kind of lay the foundations for the chest. Otherwise, yeah, this is pretty much a mini master grade, and I would say even better, because I would say through the construction and putting it together, it might be better than the master grade. And still, to be fair, the master grade is 12 years old. Color separation is there, all of what you expect from the real grade line, the 2 tones of blue and the 2 tones of white, sharper imagery, brightly kind of molded colors. This is an amazing kit on its own, and I didn't even put any of the decals. This is what you will get out of box. This is a perfect representation of the Impulse, And this was an incredible piece to put all together. Now, while it looks good, can it pose and actually hold together? Let's all find out. When it comes to posability, you're going to get pretty much everything that you can expect, and a little bit more so from the Force Impulse. Obviously, you're going to get a double jointed neck, and you're going to be able to move the head 360 degrees, no problem. Now, the arm kind of has like a 3-joint system, being able to go out in 360 and being able to get like another joint once you move the joint outside of the chest. Bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow with the swappable hands, of course. You're going to get 4 sets of those. Not much waist articulation, but that is forgiven due to the fact that it has a core fighter gimmick. The front, back, and side skirts can come out, albeit they do have a tendency to pop off a bit more than I'd like, but that's understandable. Legs, you're going to get a double jointed knee and somewhat shifting armor as well on the knee joint, as well multi-jointed feet and ankle guards. I gotta say, the posability here is phenomenal, and you're going to be seeing a lot of what it's capable of later. Weapons! First off, we start with the armored Schneiders. As this is Zap's take on the strike, we're going to see a lot of the same armaments here. And these guys are tiny. They are put with 2 pieces. I painted the blade silver, and you're going to want to use the hand. Surprisingly enough, they have tabs, so the Force Impulse is going to be able to hold on to this very well, and it's never going to get loose. In terms of posing with them, they're not going to stand out that well, in my opinion, because of the size. If this was Master Grade, it would stand out. But on its own, you're going to get a lot of posability with the armored Schneiders, and they're going to look great as well. And they were even able to keep the gimmick of it being able to hold within the side skirts. So that was a nice detail that they were able to implement in that size. Next up, you are going to get what makes this the Force Impulse, which is the Force silhouette, and of course your beam, rifle, and shield. And I gotta say, the Force silhouette is a major improvement over the Master Grade counterpart. It doesn't bend quite the same with the wing binders, but it has a lot of added detail and a lot of weight, and surprisingly, these guys don't weigh down the Force Impulse at all. It still has the same kind of gimmick of being able to hose the beam rifle in the back of the Force Impulse. The shield hooks onto 2 points on the bicep and on the hands. You're going to get a nice fine grip with it. When you got the package together, it's amazing that you don't even need an action base. You might have to shift some parts here and there to kind of act as a counterweight, but that is completely understandable given what you have here. And you're not going to lose any articulation with the Force silhouette attached to it. The Force Impulse Gundam can get a lot of ground articulation very well, and it can only go up exponentially if you get it on an action base. I just didn't get mine shipped until after I shot this, so pity me. But on the ground, it came with a lot of articulation that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting the fact that it could actually reach to the back and pull out the beam saber. And of course, you're going to get your basic 2 beam sabers, and surprisingly not oversized, though it didn't come with glitter, unfortunately. Still, the posability on the Force Impulse Gundam is one of the highest points I gotta give it. Nothing's coming loose, nothing is getting in the way, nothing is being held back. You can think of a pose, you can pose it. You can think of a move, it can move, and then some. I gotta say, this is really bringing me a lot of joy to see finally the real grade get out of those niche growing pains from earlier. Final thoughts on the Force Impulse, and dude, I gotta say, this is the best real grade I've ever built. Now, to be fair, I haven't built New Gundam and I haven't built Sazabi, so maybe those might change my minds, but Force Impulse, awesome kit, much better than the Master Grade. Great articulation, great color separation, nothing got loose, nothing's broken. It's been a day since I shot this and it's still holding up proud and strong. Now, it's not perfect. There are a few things that could be kind of put together. You might want to really glue down the chin, the red chin part and the head, and you want to glue the V fin down. Those two parts come off way too easily. I lost them 3 times before I even started the roll, and it was annoying, and those parts are small, so yeah, glue them down. Otherwise, those are my only complaints. This improves upon the Master Grade. The Force silhouette kind of locks in great. The Core Splendor kind of locks in, like, it's hard to get that thing out there. My Master Grade Sword Impulse, oh my god, that thing would be falling out of the ground even on an action base because that Core Splendor did not lock in correctly. Here, it's not coming off. And this is a really great kit. Now, can you do this, the legs flyers? Yeah, but I didn't show it here because, in my opinion, it's a really dumb transformation. It's innovative in that, if a mobile suit loses a limb in battle, you can just fly out another chest or another leg. That is innovative. But it looks stupid. The Impulse looks like it's crying, and I just refuse to transform it into that because in my mind, it's stupid. So I'm sorry to let you down on that front. But this is a really good kit, and hey, if you're not a fan of the Force Impulse, as I was shooting this, Bandai just announced the Sword Impulse as a P Bandai, which will be coming out this fall, which is a little disappointing because 12 years ago, the Sword and the Force Impulse were able to be separate releases. You want to make the Blast Impulse P Bandai, I understand, but the Sword Impulse is P Bandai? I know they did it with the high grade, but that's a bit of a letdown. You want it in red with the Excalibur blades? Just wait until fall, you're gonna get it. I know some of the real grade purists are upset because the real grade gimmick of pre-assembled inner frame is all but gone at this point, but for the longevity of the line, I think it was a great step to move away from that and kind of make it a Master Grade. It was a compromise that had to be made, but for the betterment of the line, I can more than appreciate that. And I can't just sing the praises enough. This is an amazing kit. Go get it now. Just an update on the Curios Giveaway. In order to be eligible for that, you need to comment on this video in the next video or my Ace of Toys mirror review in order to gain a chance to possibly win either Curios or a copy of Gundam Extreme vs. Maxi Boost on. So try to watch out for that. That announcement is coming very soon in the near future. I'm One-on-One Smith, and I will see you later. Peace.